entitled Let the Takeover Begin, that will be released later on this year. Now, we are joined by two of the members. I'm sure the third one is watching. I'm joined by Muzi and Kabelo, who also goes by the name of Kabelo. Guys, welcome. Good morning.
Hi, how's it, man?
Muzi, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fraternity and what you bring to the music scene that's new and fresh.
All right, first of all, one thing that really sets us apart is that we like to be the first hip-hop group that will drop a very clean hip-hop album. The first thing that really separates us from the rest of the people. And we bring actually a new sound, people that can really relate to. So that's why we do the samples of the songs that people already know, they can groove to, they're really familiar to. So we're doing music for basically everyone, not just for our target is not only for hip-hop fans, but our target is basically everyone who listens to music. So we don't really see ourselves as hip-hop artists, but we see ourselves as musicians, plain as that.
Kabelo, Kabelo, I'm going to use both, just our producer inside is not confused. Talk to me about the challenges, because you're using samples that people know, which is a good thing, that's a clever strategy. But if you want to be different, and that comes with its own set of challenges, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does come with challenges, but then we make sure that whatever we do, when we ever use the sample, we make the song sound different, Like we make the song sound like it's our song. And you can't basically identify okay, this song is this artist's song. You see it. So yeah, when you hear our song, you basically say, okay, that's the Fraternity. It's easy to pick up our sound.
Muzi, what's this? You don't want to go as rappers, you want to be musicians, but what is the rap scene in Bloemfontein like at the moment?
All right, actually, I'd like to say it's growing actually, and the support that people are really showing is really amazing. And we're really thankful of that. There have been hip-hop shows that happen almost twice a month, and it has grown since it ever started. It only started last year in September. There's this other show called Shut 'Em Down, so we started doing more of that, bringing well-known artists as well, to obviously bring the crowd. So the response has been amazing. So I'm really impressed by the growth.
Can't Get Over You is a sample of one of my favorite artists growing up, Tevin Campbell, in the 1990s. What does it say about your style, Kabelo, your hip-hop style?
It says, it identifies us, Like I said before, like I've mentioned earlier on, if one listens to our music, you can easily pick up, okay, this is the Fraternity. As much as you can be able to identify another artist on a different song.
It takes people back as well, people that you
strip down memory lane.
Exactly, you know what I mean? If they really are familiar to the song.
How old were you in 1990?
1990, that was my first year on Earth, actually. I wasn't born. You wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking people like me and Lebo down on memory lane.
Pretty much.
Let's talk about what we can expect from the album when it drops eventually at the end of this year.
Basically, we have a lot planned, you know what I mean? And that's why we're actually taking our time. We don't want to rush the album because we want to make up to awards, deadlines and stuff like that, but we're actually taking our time to make sure that the album is actually the best and we give people the best product. And we have recorded close to 40 songs already. So by the end of this year, we'll at least pick the best 16 and make it our album, basically.
Now, Katlego's not with you at the moment, but talk to me about that relationship, because there's three dynamic personalities, three dynamic musicians, and you guys have to find the space to work together, make the music work. Mac?
It's very easy. Me and Muzi come from the same high school, and I met the guys later on, they both started the whole group thing. So now after they started the group, we met later in varsity, me and him, we started becoming close friends. So that's when we decided to do music together. So, and again, we come from the same neighborhood, Rocklands in Bloemfontein. So it hasn't been a challenge for us.
So what does Katlego bring to this musical trio?
See, that's another very interesting question, because me and Kabelo, most of our verses are Vinek. And he's straight English, because his hip-hop is mostly influenced by international hip-hop, which you would regard as United States hip-hop. So he comes and brings a different flavor, though, so that we are not all predictable. In terms of the way even we put our verses in the song, the order that comes in, we make sure that people can get the diversity of the song and our sound as well. He raps in Tswana, most of my verses are in Zulu, and he has English.
So it's an eclectic mix of languages.
Yes, pretty much.
Very quickly, 10 seconds, I want you to predict the fraternity's future. Right now on the show, first time people are seeing you, what are we going to see from you in the next 5, 10, 15 years? How big are you guys going to be?
We're going to be international.
And we're going to reach 10 summers.
We're going to reach level.
Okay, guys, we're going to leave it there.
All right.
We'll chat to you a little bit later.
All right, thanks a lot.
I like how Michael's we'll be international.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to leave it there.